Scaramouche. Qu'est-ce qu'ils font?
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Mais qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Sure enough, you're here.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be lacked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please.
Ok, est-ce que c'est un gentil au final?
It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me. A deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you
Apparemment.
expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Ah, parce qu'on peut pas, t'es trop fort.
Flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Ok.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. But Paimon's
C'est
worried
quoi la
about you,
suite?
Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the balladeer.
Well,
Ok,
I
mais
for
est-ce qu'il
one
est honnête
have
au
no
moins?
reason to
Moi, je
doubt
pense.
you. Considering you even struck a deal.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time.
On va acheter...
The balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts
Ouais,
him
il est
in
en vrai, il est
quite a
faible. Il a pas
precarious
son
position.
gros truc là, son gros guerrier, son
Plus,
gros machin.
he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a harbinger anymore?
Bah non, maintenant il est gentil.
Pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
Ah oui, ok, j'ai compris.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui. And also between each of the Harbingers.
Ok.
So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be. Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
Sinon
As
tu
we
vas pas chez les
discussed,
Fatui.
I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida,
Mais non,
don't listen to
c'est...
him!
C'est une archon, elle va
And
pas nous
let's put
écouter.
that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right,
Ok.
then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Ok, on reste au bout du fil.
Are you... Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, yes. As I told you once before, there's information about
oui,
your
c'est
twin
vrai.
in Irminsul. Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Ouais, elle a des traces de notre sœur en vrai.
You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point.
Ok.
It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted
En
the
fait,
power
faut
to
gratter
connect
l'amitié à
with
Scaramuccia,
Irminsul
du
when
coup.
he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information and should be able to find it more quickly.
Et s'il se joue de vous, c'est vrai ça?
What if... Paimon just doesn't trust him. I understand.
C'est vrai qu'il
But
a quand même...
sometimes,
souvent il nous a
everything
fait
is
chier quand
dictated
même.
by
Hein.
which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with
Ok,
the
mais en vrai on la
Balladeer
connaît pas
can
depuis
give
si
you the
longtemps.
answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it. It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we...
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to
Ouais,
ask you to
c'est le destin.
supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned. Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside. Great.
Ok, donc là on va surveiller Scaramouche.
I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
It looks pretty different here compared to last time.
Parler à Scaramucci.
The colors are gentler. Guess that must be
Il est
because
là.
Sumeru's at peace.
En vrai il est sympa.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh,
Shut your beak, jailbird. No way a prisoner gets to be so smug.
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing
Il va de
off a
sa
little.
promenade. Genre il a des
Sounds
heures de
like a
promenade.
successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments,
Pourquoi
you'll
il
be
saigne et tout?
entering into the innermost region of Irminsul. It is an environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through.
Éliminer
I know
tout ce qui
there
est
are
inutile,
many
on va se battre?
grievances between you on
Non, non,
both
pas du tout, je
sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry.
Là c'est
This is
vraiment
as
au
much for
contraire.
your own
Faut qu'on
safety
soit
as
potes quoi.
anything else.
Ok.
Fine. Let's call it truce.
Faisons une
But only
trêve.
until this mission's over.
C'est bon.
Let's
On
cut
fait un
each other a
effort.
little slack, shall we? We are going to be traveling together after
C'est bon,
all.
on a compris.
Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep...
Il va falloir lui sauver les fesses à un moment,
confident.
c'est sûr.
Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh. The snark on this gut.
C'est un petit con, c'est un petit con.
We can start now.
Faut pas faire attention à ses remarques.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
Is this a small sapling?
C'est mignon.
Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
Il est parti là-dedans? Il s'est fait TP? Sûrement.
Wow.
Ok.
So this is the inside of Irminsul. Ooh. Paimon's never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tavat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Ok,
Can
on
you
va se
still
diriger vers le
sense where
cœur.
the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey,
Il va y avoir
so
des petites couilles quand même.
we did go running off in here. What
Bon, ça, tu vas pas te perdre au niveau aux alentours.
are
pas de
you
mur en Paimon.
smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
Ok, excuse-nous, grand frère.